Legendary investor Warren Buffett recently announced that he will donate nearly all his wealth, $150 billion, to charity. He plans to give away 99.5% of his assets through family foundations. Sounds noble, right? He even advised parents to leave their children enough to do something, but not so much that they do nothing. Buffett believes that the true legacy is built while you're alive, not after you're gone. But here's the thing. Most of us won't ever have to decide how to distribute a fortune because we're busy figuring out how to pay the bills. But not everyone is impressed by this grand gesture. Many see it as a clever way to avoid paying taxes while still looking like a saint. Why give away billions after your death when you could help people now? Some are baffled. How can a man so rich take this long to realize he can't take his fortune with him? Clearly, Buffett isn't in a hurry to part with his wealth, especially when it could disrupt his businesses. And let's be honest, is charity really charity when it doubles as tax planning? Buffett emphasized the importance of discussing wills with children while still alive. He believes clarity and openness strengthen family bonds. But do his billionaire children really need those talks? Many suspect these family foundations are just a way to manage wealth while keeping control. Some suggest that this is less about philanthropy and more about ensuring his empire remains intact. Meanwhile, regular families can't afford a legal team to make sure every detail of their legacy is perfectly preserved. When it comes to corporate responsibility, Buffett has avoided trendy social justice themes. For him, charity is simply about helping those in need, no flashy campaigns required. But does his giving actually make a difference? Skeptics ask why global issues persist if so much wealth is being donated. Perhaps it's because the funds never truly reach the people who need them the most. Or maybe the system was designed to keep the rich richer and let everyone else hope for trickle-down charity. One of Buffett's key partners, Charlie Munger, has been crucial to his success, and together they inspired many. Buffett believes their philosophy of live well and give back resonates widely. But does it really? Critics argue that advice from billionaires doesn't translate to everyday struggles. Should we really admire this wisdom, or question why it seldom helps those barely getting by? After all, it's easy to preach about success when you've already won the game. Skeptics firmly believe that Buffett's philanthropy is just a clever way to dodge taxes. Why, they ask, do the rich always find ways to avoid what regular people face? Comments are filled with frustration over how the middle class shoulders the tax burden while billionaires create tax shelters. Is this brilliance or simply avoiding accountability? Meanwhile, small business owners pay their share and wonder why they don't get the same breaks. Many wonder why Buffett doesn't give his fortune directly to those in need right now. Instead, it flows into foundations that feel more like tax havens than tools for change. Critics question the true impact of these donations, pointing out how problems like poverty still persist. If billions go to charity, why isn't the world a better place? Maybe the ones benefiting most are running the charities, not those in need. Some believe Buffett's philanthropy is just a strategy to secure his legacy. He's 94, and the phrase "Father Time always wins" is a stark reminder that no one lives forever. Critics argue that giving away billions after death isn't about generosity, it's about control. How charitable is it if you only give when you're gone? For many, it feels like a performance rather than a true act of kindness. Others expressed anger over the inequality billionaires represent. There should be no billionaires, one comment said, echoing growing frustration over wealth concentration. While many struggle for basic needs, it feels wrong for a few to control so much wealth. Why not invest in livable wages or affordable healthcare instead? To some, Buffett's giving seems more like guarding power than seeking justice. Then there are those who call Buffett a true philanthropist inspired by his actions. They argue that not many wealthy people even attempt to give back on such a scale. Is it better to criticize or to recognize his unique contribution? Perhaps his charity could inspire others to follow suit. Still, the lingering question remains: does giving after death really mean the same as giving while alive? Finally, there's the question of whether charities truly help those in need. Some believe Buffett's billions won't solve the world's problems because the system itself is flawed. Should he have distributed the money himself to ensure it reached the right people? Maybe true philanthropy isn't measured in billions, but in how directly it impacts lives. So, what do you think? Can one man's fortune really change the world?